I've spent real money testing AI tools over the past year. Some of them I still use every single day. Some of them I cancelled after 1 month and felt genuinely embarrassed about. And a couple I kept even though I wasn't sure I should. So today I'm doing something I don't see many people do honestly. I'm going through every AI subscription I've tried, telling you exactly what I paid, and giving you my straight verdict: keep, cancel, or wait. Before we get into it, a little context. I'm not a developer. I'm not an AI researcher. I use these tools to actually get work done, making content, writing, automating things in my business. So my take on each tool is practical. Can I use it without a PhD? Does it actually save me time? Is it worth the monthly charge sitting on my credit card? Those are the questions I'm answering. And some of these answers might surprise you. Let's start with the big one. Sora Pro from OpenAI. $200 a month. I signed up when it launched because I was genuinely excited about AI video generation, and OpenAI made it sound like this was going to be the future. And look, the technology is impressive. You can tell it spent billions on training this thing. The videos it produces look cinematic. The motion is smooth. But here's the problem. At $200 a month, I need it to actually replace something in my workflow. And it didn't. The generation times were slow. The prompt control was frustrating. Sometimes you'd get exactly what you pictured, and other times you'd get something completely wrong and have to spend more credits trying again. Credits, by the way, that you're burning through fast at that price point. I cancelled after 1 month. $200 is a real subscription cost. That's more than I pay for most software I actually use every day. Sora is not worth $200 a month unless you are a professional video production studio and this is your primary tool. For most people watching this, cancel it. Here's where it gets interesting. I cancelled Sora, and almost immediately I found Higgsfield. Higgsfield is also an AI video generation tool. And I have been paying for it ever since. The annual plan works out to about $24.50 a month. That's it. For AI video generation that, in my experience, produces better results for the kind of content I make than Sora did at 8 times the price. What I actually like about Higgsfield is the control. There's a feature set built for people who are actually creating content, things like camera motion controls, character consistency, the ability to animate a photo of a real person. The interface makes sense. You're not fighting the tool. You describe what you want, and most of the time you get close to what you described. Is it perfect? No. AI video still has quirks. But at $24.50 a month versus $200, Higgsfield is genuinely one of the best value subscriptions I have. I'm keeping this one. If you're even slightly interested in AI video, this is where I'd start. ElevenLabs. Voice cloning and AI voiceover. I signed up for this one because the voice quality is genuinely remarkable. If you've ever heard AI voice generation from 5 years ago versus what ElevenLabs produces today, it's not even the same category. The voices sound like real people. For anyone making video content, podcasts, or anything with narration, you can immediately see the appeal. I was on their starter plan at $11 a month. And here's my honest take, I cancelled it, but not because it was bad. I cancelled it because I wasn't using it enough to justify the cost. For the volume of voiceover I was producing at the time, I could get by with free alternatives. But I want to be straight with you, if you're producing a lot of video content, a lot of narration, or you need consistent voice quality across everything you make, ElevenLabs at $11 a month is a completely reasonable subscription. This one I would put in the wait category. Know your use case first. If you're making 1 video a month, you probably don't need it. If you're making content regularly, it might be worth it. ChatGPT. And I want to be very direct about this one because I think there's a lot of confusion and a lot of upselling happening here. The free version of ChatGPT is good. Really good. For the vast majority of what most people use ChatGPT for, writing help, answering questions, brainstorming, summarizing things, drafting emails, the free tier handles it fine. ChatGPT Plus is $20 a month and gives you access to GPT-4o without the usage limits, plus some extra features. If you hit the free tier limits regularly, $20 is totally reasonable. Fine. But ChatGPT Pro is $200 a month. And unless you are a researcher or developer using the API constantly or doing extremely intensive tasks, you do not need this. I have not paid for it. I have tested it through other means, and the practical difference for a normal content creator or business owner is minimal. Do not let anyone convince you that $200 a month on ChatGPT is necessary. Start free. Upgrade to Plus if you actually hit the wall. Stop there. Claude from Anthropic. I want to mention this one briefly because it often comes up alongside ChatGPT, and I think it deserves credit for a specific thing it does better. It's genuinely better at following complex instructions and handling longer documents. If you're feeding it a whole business proposal and asking it to rewrite sections, or you're working with large amounts of text, Claude handles that context window really well. The Pro plan is $20 a month, same price as ChatGPT Plus. The free tier is also solid. My take: don't pay for both Claude and ChatGPT Pro at the same time. Pick one, use it for a month, see which one fits how your brain works. I tend to reach for Claude when I'm doing heavier writing or document work, and ChatGPT when I want quick answers. But honestly, at $20 each, you probably only need one. Alright, let me put this all together in a tier list because I know that's what you came for. In the Keep tier, Higgsfield at $24.50 a month. That one is earning its spot every month. In the situational tier, meaning it depends on how much you're doing, 11 Labs at $11, and ChatGPT Plus at $20. Both are reasonable if you're using them, wasteful if you're not. In the hard pass tier for most people, Sora Pro at $200, ChatGPT Pro at $200. Save your money. And here's a question worth asking yourself about any AI subscription. Am I paying for this because I'm actually using it? Or am I paying for it because I'm afraid I'll miss out on something? Subscription fatigue with AI tools is real. These companies know you feel like you need to stay on top of every new thing, and they price accordingly. The discipline is only paying for tools that actually show up in your workflow every week. My total monthly AI spend right now is under $50. And I'm genuinely getting value from every dollar of that. A year ago I was spending closer to $250 a month trying to keep up with every launch and every upgrade. The cancellations weren't failures, they were lessons. Sora taught me that price doesn't equal quality. 11 Labs taught me to know your actual use case before subscribing. Higgsfield taught me that the best tool is often the one you didn't hear about first. If you're trying to figure out your own AI stack, my advice is to start with free tiers, actually use the tool for 2 weeks before upgrading, and ask yourself, did this save me real time or produce something I couldn't have done otherwise? If the answer is yes, pay for it. If the answer is maybe, wait. That's my honest breakdown. If you found this useful, hitting the like button actually helps this channel a lot. It tells YouTube this kind of honest, practical content is worth showing to more people. Subscribe if you want to see more of this. I cover AI tools for real people running real businesses, and I try to cut through the hype as much as possible. Drop a comment below telling me which AI subscriptions you're keeping or which ones you've canceled. I read every one of them.